Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, Hordes of the Underdark. And when last we left off, I think we have pretty much finished with all the little things we can do on this level. Time to descend down to the next bit of whatever Halaster has ready for us and figure out what has happened here. Do I need to rest? I mean, may as well. Would never do without some healing, so making sure that I have all my spell slots filled back up. Being able to summon a creature would always be useful. Right, let us head to the main stairway down. We could of course go to the hallway we blew open, but there's no real need for that just yet. I think. That basically just leads to that area. Oop, cutscene. Some sort of flesh golem.
The matron will be most displeased if we do not recover those chains. Try and open that door. I'll inform the commander.
Alright, well, he's clearly not on the side of the drow, so potentially ally for us. Right, more tracks. I think this leads to the passageway we blew open. But yeah, no need to go there now. Also, I did remember after I finished last time, I picked up a magnifying glass. I think I could have used that to shrink the fairy queen back to the size that she used to be.
Well, bless my tarnished soul. Look at this.
That's a little sneaky. But alas, I did not, and now it's too late. Right, so most of this is just not real. Could I use my Gem of True Seeing to... I think none of these chests have anything in them, or are really of use to anything. I'm curious though, is it the same if I do anything? Oh well. I don't know if there's anything significant about that. I mean, let's just actually inspect the chests. Maybe there's something different about one of them. No. You know, of all the chests, there's only one of these. But yeah, no. Right, never mind then. I don't know if there's anything behind that, but let's just not bother with it too much. Instead, let us just go kick some drow ass. Alright, I'm not entirely sure where these came from. must be some survivors. Oop.
There's more where that came from.
Dalen makes this so much easier. Right. Non-magical weapons I'm just not going to be interested in. Now this area I believe is full of traps, so you need to be a little bit careful, but hey. Treasure. Always nice to find some stuff. Divine favor, sure. Ooh, a cloak. Nymph cloak. Is that better than the cloak I have? No. Just a different color. Actually, Deacon, you have no cloak, right? Yeah, you can have it. Seeing as he's a bard, he could probably use it. And there we found something to deal with. Hey, being a cleric actually worked for a change. I mean, only against the lesser mummies, but... get hit to death. I mean, all it does is fear, so that's not terribly scary. Would have been worse if the disease does, but... Nothing there. There. And the fire opal. Alright. An aura effect. I don't know if I have... Oh, never mind. Finish itself. I don't have the ability to talk to that, so I'm just gonna leave that little fella be. Let's explore. There's lots of things need to be aware of in the area. Lots of potential traps. There's also a room on the other end. Alright, let's first clear out this middle section where they are still trying to open this door.
May I have a word with you?
What is it? I was thinking about Undermountain, and all about those that have died here. Throughout Faerun, Halasta's dungeon is well known as an adventurer's graveyard. Yes, it is a truly dangerous place. I just can't understand why someone would want to come down here. Why risk your life in a dungeon designed specifically to kill you? Same. It's a place for heroes to prove themselves. Heroes? The adventurers who came in here only to help themselves? That's not very heroic. I'm sure they could have found a more useful way to prove their worth. This place has a strange hold on the minds of adventurers. The legend has spread far and wide, and I can't help but wonder if there's something unnatural about it. Maybe it's something to do with Halasta's magic. I was thinking the same thing. Halasta spent decades designing this dungeon. He poured all his time and energy into its creation. He probably wants his creation to be seen. Wouldn't it make sense for Halasta to weave a spell into the very fabric of this dungeon? A spell that gives the very name of Undermountain itself the power to draw in unsuspecting adventurers in? I hadn't thought of that before. No? Alastra's an archmage. Who are we to say what his power is? Maybe the name of Undermountain is like some type of geas. Adventurers who hear the name are compelled to visit it. The compulsion is weak. Can be resisted, but it's there. The thought sits in the back of your mind, eating away at your thoughts until one day you give in and go to Undermountain itself. The Alphog shrugs. I don't know. It just seems like Undermountain is inside my head and I can't get it out. Maybe everything will be fine once we find Alastor. At least I hope so. Yeah, fair enough. Right, Drow Commando. Could you please tank with your face? Oh, I don't have to tank with my face? None of them dropped any loot. That is unfortunate. A pool of cum. Yes, Deacon. You seized that doorway? Deacon thinks we need to go through that to go any further. Well, that seems rather obvious, don't you think? It's just that Deacon remembers this doorway being mentioned in book Deacon reads. There be, four chains. 4 chains that bind the door to this plane. Every time the door is used, chains disappear to places they is held. And you needs to get them again to open door. Door got long name, but Deacon forgets it now. And where are these chains held? Deacon not knows. Book never says. Deacon thinks maybe it's different each time. How much deeper does this dungeon go anyway? Book says it changes, but always Undermountain can be very big, very deep. You could go for weeks and weeks and still not see the end of it. But you don't get any deeper until you find chain first. Typical. More puzzle work. Yeah, Deacon knows what you means. Because Alastor must really got puzzle fixation. Alright, pool of colors. Right, until we get the change, there's not much we can do. This door is unbreakable, as far as I know, so let us go explore. This door is closest. Let's see if it opens. It does. And we lost Ghostly Visage. Okay. Seeing corpses right from the off. Could be a good sign, could be a very bad sign. These look like, what are they, orcs of some kind?
Deacon's so happy you take Deacon along, boss.
Right, we got Dwergar, alright. Do I have invisibility perch handy? This should be changed over to summon and not mount actions. Summon creature 4.
You will fall.
Actually, let's see if we can hit it. Nope. My spider is just about done. We have a spell for that. So these Dwergar have been dealing with these orcs. I mean, I guess that's good. Means less problems for us in the long run. But then again, this is a different level, so... Ooh. I had forgotten about you. Thanks, Deacon. Let's get ready for another major engagement. I don't need spirits. It's Ice Talon. I mean, I guess I'll take it, but I don't really need it. Yeah. Whereas on the first floor, that's where Sharwin and Dalen died. Tomi and Lilu Lanaral managed to get to this level somehow. And they died here. Go find it. Or drow. I don't have enough to dismiss you. Dalen, if you would be so kind as to attract some attention away from me.
Die and be forgotten.
Need to heal myself. And I hit you with a missile storm. Place to take a nap. Nothing else in this particular room. More tracks that we can't really identify because I don't have the ability to. Just have to rest on the far side of the room, and that'll be far enough away from the enemies that we cannot see. Still though, why are they still fighting over here? I mean, by now you'd think, by the sheer logic of the Dwergar and Drow coming up from underneath Undermountain, you'd figured that they'd conquer, or at least pacified this floor first, or before the upper levels. It makes sense that they were still fighting for control of the upper levels, but looks like they don't really have nothing. Alright. Let's go say hi. Omegas.
is not the end.
Old red key. But it doesn't look like any of them had a chain. Right, what did they do to you? AC has been decreased. Yeah, I mean, good thing I gave you the Amulet of Health. It'll make sure that you will not be drained anytime soon. Doesn't look like any of them had any loot on them though, so... Who has got the chain? That box skin. Not sure that's gonna be very useful to me. Might as well take it along. Definitely a lot of fighting going on here. Alright, let's go in here. Well, at least we don't have to worry too much about going into conversation with another guy again. And I don't really feel like dealing with your spider. Got anything else?
Maybe they can be mistaken, but is that not dead halfling over there? It looks familiar.
And that is indeed Tomi on the gallows. Let's deal with the Drow sub-commander first. Don't know exactly what the effect is that he's got going on. Dalen, follow me.
This is not the end.
Never mind, we've survived. Alright, so mirrored armor, very nice. Many a stout warrior has been left unable to strike a blow against an opponent wearing this shining armor. It takes someone with strong will to strike his or her own reflection, but this armor does not offer much in the way of physical protection. It is an excellent defense against magic. That certainly is true.
I'm carrying far too much useless
Headband of Intellect. Woven around the brim of his helmet is a light cord with a small gem set so that it rests upon the forehead of the wearer. The magic of this headband has the power to dramatically sharpen the wearer's intellect. Considered cheating by some wizards, these bands are highly sought after by many wizards, especially the Red Wizards of Thay. Yeah, a Drow Commander's Key and a green chain. Dagger +3 and a ring. Deflection modifier, improved saving throws. Ooh. Commander's Ring. The War Wizards of Cormyr forged these protective rings for use by the Cormyrian military. With a proper command word, a Commander's Ring can also cast useful spells of knock and light. Very useful indeed. Scarab of Protection and an Adventurine. Very good. Very good. Alright, Tomi.
Hello.
The halfling blinks several times, staring at you with wide and incredulous eyes, and then looks around for several confused seconds before finally speaking.
Well, I'll be a naked monkey's uncle. Did I die again? And I was just about to gut the bloody bastard too, wouldn't you know it?
One of these days I'm gonna bloody well piss off them death gods for teasing them all the time. Looks at you and blinks again. Say, you look familiar. I should. You were with that group I talked to in the inn. Right, and you you're the daughter of that fellow who runs the inn, ain't you? Hamson or something, eh? No, my name is Mathijssa. Alright, the famous one. Well, I guess there's a reason why everybody was whispering all excited like you were showing up. I guess it don't get much better than being saved by a professional, eh? Thanks a bunch, that was a real spell here. Just who are you, anyway? You mean you don't already know? I would have thought that was why you brought me back to life, to meet the world-famous Tomi Undergallows. I see you managed to find some of the folk we kinda left behind. No hard feelings, eh? You and I were a bit preoccupied at the time. If Lino was forced to leave us behind, I trust there was sufficient urgency that made it necessary. Aye, we were a bit overpowered, to say the least. Which all goes to prove that you don't need to run very fast, you just need mates who are slower than you are. Are you saying it would be more prudent for me to remove your kneecaps then? Funny that, Got to think it. Did you happen to find Lena where you were bouncing around down here, maybe? No, I haven't found her. Why? Ah, well, we caught away from the drow who were chasing us, right? And we found some human slaves down here who naturally begged for help and such. I didn't really like the look of them, but Lena's little heart started bloody bleeding all over the place, and she just had to help him out, get him out somehow. That's why I came here. According to the slaves, the drow had some genie that can activate a portal that slaves were at and let them out. Don't matter to me none if you listen though, pedo. Was this about the genie? Them slaves said the drow had some sort of bottle that summoned the genie. Said it could open a portal for him. Why? Didn't you find anything? Where are these slaves you mentioned? They're in some big chamber off to the eastern part of the dungeon. The portal there, you see? Which they thought they would take him out of here, if they got the genie first. How did the drug catch you? Them elves got ears like you wouldn't believe. Yet a feather hitting the ground, they would. I suppose it wouldn't help none that I was trying to steal their jewelry while I was still wearing it. What are you going to do now? I was thinking I might just head back to the inn. Skipping around down here is fun and all, but dying tends to take the wind out of my sails, you know what I mean. At any rate, don't let me keep you or anything. I can find my own way back to the inn easy. Be there if you need anything from me, aye? Right, so now I did say I was gonna pick Tomi. I might still do that, but as I currently have very good use out of Dalen, let's stick with him for a bit. Also, let us store ourselves. And we have a drow chest over here that is good. Alright, so let's have a look at the stuff we picked up. Because I kind of want to use the commander's ring. That's dexterity. This is a natural modifier, so that wouldn't conflict necessarily. Ring of the Force Shield. That's a +2 deflection modifier. That is clearly an upgrade of that. And then one of Deacon, you have 2 rings? No, you have 1. Is this improvement for you? No, because probably as a shield modifier, the ring of protection is a deflection modifier, right? Let's take it back. Right, so this mirrored armor is useful. And maybe I should take that armor off of Deacon. Is this better for him? I mean, it is less armor, more spell resistance, and it would give him less arcane failure, which is kinda hurting him right now. Yeah, let's give it a try. I mean, we've got Dalen now, he can take most of the hits. Make sure that his dexterity is high enough to make the most use out of the armor that he's wearing. I gave him storm armor. So we could potentially go up 1 armor level to not lose the dexterity bonus that he has right now. I don't have that. I think. Yeah, this one would cut into his protection, and I think this one would do the same. The headband of intellect, I'll just keep this. That doesn't be worth anything to me. Scarab of Protection. Right, but I was thinking about giving you this. It does nothing because something else gives you deflection modifier. The half-blood gloves. Dang it. Alright, we'll just keep it in our back pocket then. Anything else that I need to give away to make sure that I don't get overburdened? That doesn't matter much. Because I was gonna cast that. This still locked. But now that I have a special ring, and let's see how do I do that again? Let's see. And look. Oh, it's already open. Right, Ginny bottle is mine. Dove's harp, very useful. Again, something for Deacon to have.
I shall do as you ask.
No, stop that. Alright, so that's how that works. Golden Chalice of Lathander. Alright, that's a very good one to have. Antidote, sure. Elven Court Bow. Very nice. Another Rogue Stone. We don't need a torch. Alright. But that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Till next time. If you enjoy my content, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye.